Ambassador for Quaker Feed a Child, but he's also someone who's doing this. He's been very passionate about nutrition, and he's been working with Smile for the last 5 years on this program. And between him and the efforts of Smile towards the $1 Million Nutrition Program, they're sponsoring about 20,000 children. So today we have him talk about it, and then we'll request Shreya and Meenakshi to join us in pledging their support and generating awareness on this issue. So over to you, Vikas.
Thank you, everyone. I am Chef Vikas Khanna, and always, whenever you come to Chennai, you find something new. There's something about it. Today, since morning, we were on a tour, looking at the new foods, the markets, which is obviously one of the first important part for me whenever I go to a city. But it was something very inspiring that this is a city like a world of its own. It is so self-contained in its culture. बहुत ही rare city है जहाँ पे इतने multiple cultures are coexisted. Like you have a Jain temple right next to a mosque, and then you have a church on the same street, and then you have a small temple, and then you have a big temple like at the end of the street. Like this is like a very special city for all of us, not just because of food, for anyone who loves culture. This represents a long history of India's evolution and metamorphosis, mere khayal se. And always inspiring to come back, because I fell in love with India when I came to South India. Uske pehle I was only contained in North. When I came to get educated here in Karnataka, that is the time I started traveling to Tamil Nadu and Kerala. This is an emotional way back home for me. 500 children every single day, 3 meals a day, which is a big commitment for a common people like us, but it's also phenomenal because it gives us one important word, that's hope. That if you are talking about India coming in par with America as a country, we need to think about a very inclusive country. No one should be left out, and this is our initiative, that's why we are here.
But what do I do on human level? Because I'm still not at peace, you know. I kept wondering for a very long time that what is it that is still, I still can't sleep in the night sometimes, and I'm working, I'm happy, everything is nice in my life, I'm still somewhere incomplete. And this phone call came in, where Puneet got in touch with me for this event. It was just that point where I figured. So I'm so thankful to Smile, to Puneet, to get in touch with me for this event, because he's just got me understand the problem area of my life. It's solved everything for me. And I'm so not just happy, I'm elated to be here today, because I'm going to be part of something on human level, which is going to give me peace more than anything else. I always felt like I spend a lot of time with myself sometimes. People call me that you don't step out. I like to be with myself at times. So I think that, okay, everything in the world is giving. Whether it's earth, it's sun, it's moon, it's sea. We human beings are the ones who are just taking it and not giving anything back to the world. Or very few of us like him, who have figured that and started giving back to the world. So here's the way where we can actually begin to start giving back to the world. We just can't keep taking it. So these are the two important things that I figured with this event. Today, here I start, I pledge to do whatever in my capacity I can, in whatever ways, different ways. It could be feed a child, it could be beating up with depression. I don't know what all I'm going to get involved, but I figure that what is going to give me really that inner peace and happiness.
Thank you. So I run this small NGO in Bombay, which is called Spandana, where we only employ visually challenged therapists. India has the largest number of blind population in the world. So I run a spa where everyone who works in the spa, they all are blind, and blind are blessed with sense of touch. So a massage given by a blind person has healing powers, and if I may say, they're better than sighted people. I remember the first week that we started running the spa, we didn't know what to do with the food, because it's a small spa and So we ordered food for them, and the first day we were trying to, second day we were trying to tell them where they can sit and eat. And while they were eating, with one lady, her hands were dirty, and I started feeding her. She was blind, and she was extremely upset with me. So she just told me, I'm going to wash my hands, you just tell me where the food is. 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock, I will know where the food is. It was intriguing to see her, and she said something very beautiful, is that more than seeing food is the smell of it, it's the memory that you remember. And that's what drives me to eat, the memory. And just for like fun's sake, I took 2 of them out for chaat. Now chaat is very intricate to eat. You stand on the road and it's a golgappa that comes in your hand and you have to put it in your mouth at the right time. Little minute lost and the golgappa is lost. And I saw them eating immaculately, completely brilliant. And I've been working with the visually challenged since the time I was 15, but somehow I never saw them. And then carrots being cut and grated, and then you make gajar ka halwa or kheer for the festival, and gujia being made, or just the smell of dal, just that smell of roti being cooked, and then you eat the food in a. And if you're in a city like Bombay, which is crazy, where there's a lot of traffic, and then you see kids around and you realize that pleasure is never part of their life, or will never be part of their life. And that's when me and my mom started long time ago. It was a beautiful story about how we started, and you and your father. It was very beautiful, which I think it'll be nicer. I mean, I can't explain it. It was about you taking your dad for a drive, and your dad said that I always wanted this. Wasn't it true? And then you said, why didn't you tell me? And he said, you didn't ask for something like that. So let's not be in a space where you could give and you didn't because you just didn't know how to. Because now you know how to. It's smile and you can just pledge your support. Thank you.